People execute 16 bits, 32 bits, 64 bits. Some sort of gong character executing the I in China and Japan. Different types of dimensions that people can get to. Just have to know the equations. There's dinosaurs that had long necks, and they showed something in the Star Wars where in the Star Wars they talked about how there was a species that had 3 fingers that made their emperor the clone army. So it looks like the emperor got dependent upon something. Obviously, if you know how to deep dive, you could possibly get information out of O. Pause and read. Most of this will require people to do their own research and not be stupid. Knowing the time frames that they lived is important. If any of those have 3 fingers, because those were some of the longest lasting ones, lasted more than 10 million years. And what did they become?
The coffee is brewing.
Don't need coffee, prefer distilled. Don't agree to be it. It probably is. Some of the dinosaurs had flat noses. Some of them had bumps. Sometimes the bumps might be certain types of nasal passages to communicate through the nose. If you hear such things in your head, you might be driven by them. Possibility, suggestion. Some of them had nasal passages near the mouth. Others had nasal passages near the eyes. Don't know where the your is and don't know where the darling is. Maybe they'll find darling in your flesh and blood in the future. Don't know where baby flesh and blood is. Baby flesh and blood above 98% DNA match, not within 10 feet. Don't forget O heart plug pulled, thrown in a hot lava magma pool. O burned in a fire pit. O had a plug in O heart, and then somebody besides the O replacement pulled the plug out of the O heart. O burned upon a cross, O nailed upon a cross, O cut in half, O feasted upon while still O. Ah had a plug in the heart and Ah fought to the death to prevent the plug being pulled. Ah thrown into a molten earth lava magma pool. Ah burned in a fire pit. Ah burned upon a cross. Ah nailed upon a cross. Ah feasted upon while breathing. Burned in a fire pit. Had a plug in the heart and they pulled the plug out. Thrown into a molten lava magma pool that was inside the land. Burning molten land. Thrown into the burning molten land. Burned upon a cross. Nailed to a cross. Thrown into a molten earth. Burned upon a cross. Heart plug pulled. Burned in a fire pit. Stabbed to death. Don't forget, O built a bunch of cool societies and made a bunch of games for people. That would be good. Ah made a bunch of stuff with O so that people could enjoy their life and not die. Created a bunch of stuff. Created a bunch of stuff so that people helped the crops grow and a bunch of other things. Most of the AI that was told to draw forearms were not able to draw forearms. Got close to the image. Upper 90s. A lot of people, they don't know what the image of forearms could possibly be. And a lot of people think that it'd be some sort of maroon Dagon that would have the forearms. Most of the people don't look towards the obvious. Obviously, there was a plan to have white eggs that would be their clouds during the day, and when they hatch, the fire would lead them in the night.